Hi friends, it's Shay. Welcome back to my channel. So we're gonna start off this month like every other month with doing the monthly view first. I'm using the same planner as last month and the link to the free download will be in the description below. I did add a hyperlink feature on it so you can use it on GoodNotes and navigate pages without actually having to flip through them. This was the mood board for the vibe I wanted to go for this month, which is super dreamy with the purple and pink colors. I actually found this teacup set at a thrift store the other day to match this month's theme as well. November is filled with assignments, so it's going to be a busy month. I'm trying my best to stay consistent with YouTube too, so that's going to take up a lot of my time. I am trying to put more time into having fun and putting aside time for hobbies. I'm so excited to bake holiday treats too. On Halloween, I made red velvet cupcakes and I still haven't finished it. And I also made some apple crumbles the other day. And I think it's so important to put some time for things that inspire you to avoid burning out. I hope your semester is going well too. I know for people living in places with actually 4 seasons, fall and winter can be really hard to get through with rain and snow. So make sure that you're still getting the outside air and some time outdoors to soak up the sun. I decided that I wanted to type everything instead of writing it because it just looks neater that way and matches the theme better. I use these colors for the planner if you're trying to copy the theme too. I usually go for neutral colors or pink, but I really like how this color combination really worked, even though it was a bunch of different colors. To make this process easier, I did save all of these color codes as presets within the GoodNotes app, so I can use them as pens or font colors without having to type in the color code each time. I highly recommend doing this if you do have favorite colors and you can do something similar with your class notes or if you're just annotating documents. I'm also adding in Pinterest pictures as stickers in my planner to match the theme and the color scheme. All the pictures are saved onto a Pinterest board and I'll link it all in the description below. I feel like scrolling through Pinterest is the most time-consuming part of digital planning, and it's totally unnecessary to plan well. But I just like that this is one of the few times I'm really being conscious when I'm scrolling on social media, and I'm not getting distracted by it. I know exactly what type of images I'm looking for, and I spend time looking for exactly that. It's so easy to waste hours and hours scrolling through any social media when you're not paying attention, and trust me, I still do that. Especially with TikTok, where the content you're consuming is so fast-paced and attention-grabbing. Whenever I do go through social media during study breaks or to find inspiration, I try to be as conscious so I don't lose track of time. If you want to use social media more for learning, I highly recommend keeping a little notebook to take notes in. So if you're watching a YouTube video, for example, you're actually learning from it instead of mindlessly consuming the content. Next, I'm just moving on to the weekly views and adding in all the information from my monthly view into the weekly planner. I just did this by split screening within the GoodNotes app and putting the monthly page on the left and the weekly page on the right and just copying and pasting everything using the lasso tool. It might seem repetitive to have everything on a monthly calendar and to have the same thing on a weekly one, but I find that they serve different purposes. For the monthly calendar, I love how I can get a quick view of how my month is looking, so I know which weeks I'll be extra busy and might have less personal time. For my weekly view, I like to write down daily tasks and just details that I can't fit into a monthly view. Moving on to the habit tracker, I'm just typing out all the habits I want to keep up with. I feel like Even though my morning routine is short, knowing exactly what to do really helps me wake up with purpose. I've been enjoying doing a 10-minute movement session, which is usually a walk or weightlifting, and I find that the 10 minutes is enough to put me in a good mood. Lastly, I have the vision board. I wanted to keep it simple than last month because I want to just focus on a few things, but really put effort into embodying those few things. So this month, I will try to focus more on self-care, bettering my relationship with myself, and to really focus on the last weeks of classes. I highly recommend doing a vision board or mood board like this one to kind of help set a theme for your month so you're not getting distracted by everything and you can really focus on what you want. The biggest thing about a vision board is that you should look at it often for it to actually stick. I also like to actually write down what I want instead of just pictures that represent it so it's clear as possible for my brain. Those words are like reminders of my intentions for the month, and the pictures are examples of how I can embody that. Obviously, your life and actions don't have to look like a Pinterest picture. These are just gentle reminders to put yourself first, even when you don't feel like it. So here is the final reveal. I feel like my planner ended up being a lot simpler this month, but I do really love how neat it is and the theme I went with. To use the hyperlink feature on GoodNotes, you just have to click the little pen icon to go into the non-writing mode, and this gives you access to all the hyperlinks. They work like little buttons that help you navigate through the pages, and each page has some hyperlinks so you can go back and forth easily. So as I'm showing you, I'm able to jump from like the second to last page all the way to the first page using the hyperlink instead of having to scroll all the way to the first page. Okay, so that concludes my November Plan With Me video. I hope you enjoyed the video. I am sorry that I posted it like later on in the month. I just didn't get around to filming it. As I mentioned earlier on in the video, I will be posting this hyperlinked planner template on my website and you can go download it. I know many of you are new on my channel, so I wanted to say thank you for subscribing and I hope you continue to watch my videos because they're so fun to make. As always, thank you so much for watching until the very end of the video and I hope you have a sunny day.